Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Sherry. Thanks for tuning in today. And today I'm working on a project life process video. And yes, this is on week 3. I'm actually catching up and just trying to get some of these weeks done and in the books. So I'm still on, actually on week 3, so I'm working on that today. And what I was going to start with, I had my hip kit club out, my hip kit out from I think January, and I was going to use that, but then I got to, when I went to go lay these out, I just realized that I didn't have very many photos, which is very unusual for me. Usually I have very photo heavy layouts, but for this week I didn't have very many photos. So I had a lot of empty, several empty spaces that I didn't want to just fill with pattern paper. So I opted to go with some of my core kits because they have some cute filler cards with sayings and things on them. So I thought I could fill the spaces with some of those. So I pulled out my Project Life core kits, and I'm using, some of those are from the Amy Tan Plus One collection, and then also I think a few of those are from the Kiwi collection. And I think those are older kits, but I have those in my stash, so I thought I would use those. And so what I'm doing first, of course, is I lay out my photos and put them pretty much where I think that I will want them. And then I go ahead and pull out my cards and place my cards. And I always, have a card behind the photo. And so I'll go ahead and kind of place those and get my arrangement completed first the way that I want it. And so that's what I completed first. Got everything kind of arranged the way I wanted it. And I'm going to go ahead and work on my title card. And again, this week I kept it very quick and simple. And I've said this, I think, in my last video, when I'm feeling behind like this and I just want to really get caught up, my whole thing is I just want to get it in the books and just get it documented. So I still want to make it nice and use cute things. I just don't want to spend all night on it. So I pulled out some old alphas that I have there. Those are from Pink Paisley, and they're like super old. And so I wanted to try to finish using those up. I like the pink with the yellow, kind of matched that XO card to the right. So I went ahead and just pulled that out. I kept it simple, just week 3, and I'm going to do my date stamp on there. And that's pretty much going to be it for my title card. And you'll see I'll add a few little embellishments to that a little bit later. And then what I'm going to do is just start putting some labels and documentation down. The photo right there, I'm just using, now that little remember is from the January hip kit, and that was in our embellishments. So I pulled that out. I thought that was a nice little touch because I didn't want to cover it completely at the bottom. I just like that because you could just kind of put that little touch on there. And then I'm going to add just a small label, and it's just going to say something like, I don't know, dinner with a family or something really short and easy. And that's gonna kind of wrap it up there for that photo. And I did end up rounding the corners. I'm not one that I don't really get hung up on square or round. I really don't mind either way. And they don't have to all be the same on the same page. I just don't get hung up on that, to be honest with you. But since I was using the core kit and everything in the core kit is rounded, I did go ahead and round all my corners on my photos as well. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just going to try to find some embellishments that I want to add. So I added the arrow paper clip. I think that was from Freckled Fawn. And then I'm looking in my stash of embellishments that I have, and just finding a few little things here and there that I think that I might want to place on the cards. And so I ended up adding that little, it's like a little puffy sticker. It's an old one from a Freckled Fawn kit that I had from last year. And, like I said, you get so much stuff in these kits that you have a hard time using it all. So I still have so much stash. So I was pulling some of those. And that's from a Freckled Fawn kit. And then I'm just going through some old scraps of paper that I have. I have this little container on my work table that's just has some little small pieces of paper, strips of paper. I don't even remember where they came from, but I keep them on hand for things just like this. The core card is cute by itself, but I just wanted a little bit of extra color on it. And so I just kind of added a strip of paper to the bottom, and then it rounded the corners. And so I just wanted to kind of give it just a little pop of color. And then, and I bounce around from photo to photo. You can tell I don't finish one thing before I move on. I just bounce around. And so I'm using this photo of my grandson here, and I have a little flare button. It's kind of a small size flare button. It's one of those it's from Studio Calico, and I just put a label behind it because I like the way that that looked, is layered with the label. And so that's pretty much all I'm going to put on that one photo. And then I added those little star, they're kind of like enamel dots, but they're stars, and those are from Freckled Fawn. I add those on the black card. Are you ready for this? To kind of bring some color there. And then I added some enamel dots to the Project Life card. And it's amazing how the cards are cute enough on their own, but when you add just a few little elements, it really just kind of makes things pop, and it really makes things stand out. I think it's just the added details that really make a difference in a Project Life layout. So I try to add some little details here and there. And so I was having some trouble here with my ATG gun. I don't know why that thing's been messing up on me so much lately, but I don't know if I got a bad roll of tape or what, but I've been fighting with it every layout that I do. So pardon me while I adjust that. And then I had that cute little top of a Starbucks mug, and the face on there and the hearts, that was actually done in the app, the photo editing app, and I think it was a beautiful mess, and it was just little icons in there, and so I thought that picture was cute, so added that, and I really didn't have to do anything to that. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little title on this other card that I'm working on. And let me just say, please bear with me. I'm so sorry about my voice. I've had a little bit of a cold the past few days, and so my voice, if it sounds a little bit scratchy or croaky, that is why. But I didn't want to wait on this video. I wanted to go ahead and get it posted, so hopefully it's not too bad and I'm making it through okay. But I'm using some letters here. These are from a Freckled Fawn kit that I got last fall. I think it was October, maybe September or October, I don't remember. But they're little alphas that came with it, and they're really cute. They're kind of like yellow orange, and yeah, kind of like a yellow and orange color. And so I decided to go ahead and just use those on the layout, and I'm just titling it Sweet Gift, and I'm going to put the alphas on for the word sweet, and then I'm using a label, and then I'm going to pull out some of my little mini stickers, which I have way too many little stickers. I really do. I've just collected them, and that's just one basket. I have, some more like the larger strips, like the October afternoon minis come on, and I just have so many, and I think it makes it even harder because even though I have a great selection, I really do, and I'm certainly thankful, I'm not complaining, but it's so hard to pick. I think I do much better when I have just a few things in front of me, and this is what I work with, because I think when you have so many different options, it just can trip you up, and you're just like have so much to pick from. But anyway, I ended up going with these orange ones. They're from American Crafts, the Remarks stickers, and I don't even know how old those are, to be honest with you. A lot of my stickers like that, the letter stickers, I've had for a long time, because you get so many of them. So anyway, and then I am pulling out an arrow stamp. I just wanted to add something to that label. It was kind of just left blank there, so I just grabbed an arrow stamp and stamped an arrow on there. And I'm going to do just a bit of journaling here, using my my Becky Higgins Project Life pens, and I'm going to just do a little spot of journaling. This actually went pretty quick. I want to say I think I got the whole thing done maybe in an hour. I think maybe an hour, yeah. It went pretty quick. Like I said, if you have the core cards or even just pattern paper and a few embellishments, you can really get a lot done. And it was very quick and easy. And I have to say, it's been a while since these photos were taken now, so I didn't have a lot of journaling because it's been a while. And so I was just kind of making quick notes here. And oh, there you see, I was trying to use a label behind that photo, and when I went to go put the ATG adhesive on it, I wasn't careful enough when I ripped it, so I ended up just ripping the whole doily off and just, I might have said label, anyway, doily. And then I found the strip of tickets, and I thought that those were cute, so I just added those. So, and now again, I'm bouncing back to the title card. I was pulling out a few embellishments and thought those might be able to be used on the title card there. And I think you can make Project Life as easy as you want or as hard as you want. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that really do a whole lot of embellishing, and then there's a lot that don't, and it's just a lot of cards and a few journaling cards and pictures. And, I think that you can feel the pressure to try to, you know, do what everyone else is doing. But if it's not getting in the books, then it's not really doing any good. So, you know, I think sometimes you just have to free yourself and just say, I'm not going to worry about it if it's not the latest, greatest design, or if it's not what so-and-so would do. I just want to get it done. And, you know, and I'll be honest, sometimes I fight with that. You know, you feel the pressure of trying to have the latest, greatest design. And really what matters is just getting it in the books. And so, sometimes, you know, when you're behind or things like this, where it's like, you know, I had a little bit of time one evening, and I could have either just, you know, thought I don't have enough time and done something else, or I could have just knocked out a layout real quick, which is what happened. And so I was able to get that done. So, it's, you know, quick, easy. It's not maybe using the latest, greatest kit, but like I said, it's finished, and that makes me happier than anything. So I was really excited about that. And I don't mind using older stuff because I like to use up my stash. You know, I've gotten to where I just hate to have things sitting. And so I love to use my stash. And so I'm really glad that I'm getting to dig in some of those things like that. And then on the layout here, that was actually a 4x6 card, and I just cut it because I'm using the style A, the design A, and it's a 3x4 slot. So I just, of course, cut it in half and then rounded the corners. And I loved that card next to that photo of my grandson, and because he was over here visiting at the house, and he was in his high chair eating, and I don't know what happened, but he was just laughing, and he was just having so much fun. And I happened to snap a picture, and life is always better with a smile. I just thought it was cute and it was fitting. So, and then kind of the two bottom photos are kind of the same. I mean, it's kind of has our food and dinner, because we've been trying to eat healthier. And so I snapped some pictures of some food changes that we were making and things that we were eating. And so, which I don't have a whole lot of food typically in my Project Life, album, unless it's like a special dinner or something. And this week I have two pictures, which I thought was funny, but I thought, well, I'll go ahead and use them because it's kind of like where we're at, you know, that week especially. And the bottom right one I was really excited about. I wanted to put that in there because I got a spiralizer, and I don't know if you've ever heard of what those are, but they are so cool. And I found one on Amazon, and it's actually a tool. If you don't know what it is, it's a tool that you can use for vegetables, and it makes like spiralized noodles. And so like in this particular dish, I had zucchini, and I took zucchini and ran it through there, and it makes it like spiral noodles. And I just whipped some up in a pan with some olive oil and lemon and garlic. And anyway, my husband just loved it, and it was a great way to get zucchini. A lot of people use it, you know, for zucchini noodles with pasta sauce instead of spaghetti. So anyway, so I had to make a little card about my spiralizer because I was really excited about that. So I digressed there just for a second into cooking, which is not my forte. So let's get back to the layout anyway. And I decided to go ahead on the title card and add a few of those little stars. I had tried to cut a little arrow out of that paper, and I just didn't think that wasn't doing anything for me. So I took it off and added some stars to the title card just to give it a little bit of extra spark and color. And then what I'm going through now, that's a really cute paper pad that I found at Michael's, and it's by Recollections. And I had a snap pad, I think, Simple Stories, but the Recollections cards are what I ended up using there. And it was a 3x4 card that you could use in a pocket, but I really liked that little flag that was on there. And it, I don't know if it says when you smile. I'm sorry, when I'm narrating, the video is not that big, so I can't read what it says. But I thought the smile flag went perfectly on that picture, so I just cut it out completely of that card and just used it that way. And then in that same pad, I found this other really cute card that had the little numbers down the side, the 1, 2, 3. And I thought, well, that's really cute. I love the colors in that. So I decided to just go over, you know, the right side of that 4x6 card there. I covered up the whole thing, so it didn't matter, but it was really kind of more what I was wanting. It gave me a place to do some journaling and some writing. And I think it says 10 things at the top. And so I just did a few little notes about just things about my grandson that, you know, really make me happy or that are special to me. So I just kind of jotted those in on the line. So it gave me a really good place to just kind of land and do just a little bit of journaling. And so I added that to that card, and those are really cute. And I think I got them on sale at Michael's. They're really inexpensive, but there's some really, really cute cards. And they're just 3x4, so if you do Project Life, they fit great in those pockets. Okay, so I have that card pretty much finished, and let's see what I'm going to next. Yeah, I'm so funny. I have to have it all laid out perfect. And then I'm doing something with this XO card, and I like the color. I was like, I didn't know what to do with it because it just had the open spot. And I ended up finding these Heidi Swap stickers, and I have to tell you, like I said, I was doing this at night, so by this time I was like starting to get tired, and I was just wanting to get finished, and I didn't really know what to do with that big white spot. So I found these Heidi Swap stickers that I had in my stash, and I just decided to start putting them down. Different word stickers, and I really liked the way it turned out. At first I wasn't sure, but I'm going to fill in the end part there, and you'll see it in just a second. I don't think I would have liked it if I kept it all just word stickers, but I ended up adding like a cork, not a veneer, but a cork embellishment from El Studio, and I thought that kind of finished it off, and it says family, so that kind of did it for me and kind of felt better about that there. And I'm going to go ahead and get that cork placed down there, and that's going to pretty much wrap it up. I'm going to give it a quick look over real quick and make sure that everything's done. But that's going to wrap it up for me. I've got some close-ups coming. And so again, just thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure and leave me a thumbs up or a comment. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.